everybody, and welcome to another Thrifty Thursday. I can't wait to share with you what I got at the thrift store. It's really unique. I hope you stay tuned. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Thrifty Thursday. You know, for the last couple weeks they've had all of their housewares half off. And I am really excited to share with you what I got. So, number one thing I am so super duper excited about is this very old, it's the double boiler, and this is very old, vintage-ish, probably from the 60s, I don't know, old-fashioned. Let's say it's old-fashioned, maybe it's not quite vintage. It is aluminum. I'm not using it for cooking food, but I'm going to be using it for making candles. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's great. So I'm going to use it for making candles. And then, of course, all of this was half off because it was housewares. I got, for making candles, I got these little tins. And I got these little small bread pans. And this is probably going to be for a mold for butter. I paid 25 cents each for all of these. And this was half off, so it was $2. But I need ones like this. In fact, I'm going to keep a lookout for these because I could use these for all kinds of my craft projects. So I was really happy. And then let me show you what else I got. I got this for 25 cents. I know it's plastic, but I'm going to use this for a lot of my projects with canning and all kinds of things like that. So I was glad for that. And you're all going to laugh when you see what I bought. Tessie, Tessie, Tessie. I wasn't going to buy it, but my grandchildren, both of them came to me and said, Mama, did you know they have another one of these? And I kept saying to them, oh, I don't need another one, but you know I bought it. Because it was 35 cents. Now you know I have, this is my 7th one. I know I have an issue with these choppers. I love them. So I have a yellow one, a blue one, a green one, a brown one. Brown's my favorite color. And I think I have a white one. I don't know, but I have a lot of them. I don't know, someday when somebody goes through my stuff, when I'm long gone from this earth, they're gonna be like, my children be like, what is wrong with our mother? Well, at least I have one for everybody in case they need it. Oh my goodness, but I do use them. And then I got this for 25 cents, and that is to make pies. It's really neat to cut pie dough. And I also do a lot of, I also use this for making my own breadsticks. I also use this for making my own chicken pot pie dough. I love it. We use it for all kinds of things. So for 25 cents, I got a pastry cutter. Well, there you go, everybody. That is my Thrifty Thursday. It's a little bit of some repeats and some really good finds, and it's always things that I use. What I'm trying to do is, with my survival videos, is I'm trying to share with you all items that you can use for survival. Now, why would this be survival? And why would this be survival? Well, anything that doesn't take electricity can really help you. So, you know, I use this to cut onions, to cut peppers. You put the onions in it and you chop it up. I also have one that cuts nuts, walnuts, which is amazing. That's one you turn and it dices them up. You know, these are things back in the 70s, and these are things that you can use in a survival grid down. So I'm not really buying electric things, it's more grid down items. You know, if worst comes to worst, you could use this for things on a campfire if you had to. So I've used things like this on a campfire already. Now this is a plastic handle, but I have positioned it already on top of fire that it actually would not get hot. But it's things like this that I really enjoy and I use. And so survival, you got to think outside the box. And so you got to think about things that are commonly found at thrift stores that people don't really buy anymore. And so when I go into a thrift store, I know all of you love my thrift store finds, but in the general public, people don't buy the stuff that I look for. And so it's usually there, which is really great for me because I like the old-fashioned things. And I know different times the thrift store has stopped even selling some of the things that I really enjoy, like albums and things like that, which really saddens my heart because they'll throw it away. And I love things like that. I love old-fashioned things. I've caught them throwing things away already, and I asked if I could have them. The only reason why they didn't have it is because they want to have a store that looks more modern. Well, you know what? Somebody like me, I love the old-fashioned things, and I hope that they continue to put old-fashioned things out because that's the kind of things that I like to buy. Places like Goodwill, they don't have these kind of things in my area. And so this Mennonite little thrift store is where I get all of this because it's the older generation, and what they're doing is they're dying off. And so the children don't want the old-fashioned things, so they give them to the thrift store. But when the old-fashioned and the old school and all of the older generations pass away, what's going to happen? You know, there's people like me who, when I pass away, I will have all kinds of things that are old-fashioned for my children. But generally, the general public doesn't. And so we want to get a hold of these things, and we want to cherish them. They're precious because it's an old way of living that we need to embrace more again. And so that's why I love my Thrifty Thursdays, and I love having all of my items, and I use them. I use everything that I have because that's the lifestyle that I live. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.